What is up, guys? Fahir here from AwesomeTuts.com and welcome to the course. This is a brief overview of the course so that we can see what can we expect, what can we learn, what is covered in the course, so on and so forth. So the overview tab that you see right here is where you will see this recent activity for questions and instructor announcements. There are none because, well, this is a brand new course, but there will be here definitely, so you can check out the latest questions and the latest announcements that I made. This right here below is the description of the course, so we are not going to go into that. Instead, we're going to jump right into our course content. So here are all of the chapters in our course. Now, bear in mind that I need to add at least 2 more chapters, that is camera, animations, and cutscenes, and 1 more game, because currently we have 4 games in the course. We will have 5, and even though we have only 4 games, we have 37 hours of content. So I put a lot of effort into this, and this is my best course so far. So this is what is going to be covered. This right here is the introduction section that will introduce you the course. This lecture here is the current one that you are watching. Then we will download and install Unity, and then we will create our first 3D game. Of course, the blue things that you see here, so these blue letters are the assets and the complete project that you can download. So you can either download it here, and please bookmark this because it's very important to know. You can either download them here, you can click on these and you will be able to download them, and they're also available for other sections such as here for the Awesome Runner. So here they are, assets for the Awesome Runner. Or another way to download them is when you go into a particular lecture. This is importing assets for Awesome Runner. So if you go here, you will see at the top left corner, resources available. You can click on that, and then you can also click here in order to download the resources. So these are the 3D models, the textures, and the complete project. I have provided a complete project so that you can compare your code with mine when you make a mistake, and then you will see where you made that mistake. Of course, if that does not help, post a question and I will be there ASAP to answer. And this right here is my statement, or this determines that I'm telling the truth, because you see 0 notifications, 0 questions. I always answer on the questions of my students. So after the introduction, we will jump into C#. Now, one thing that I want to tell you is that this C# has around 17 or 18 videos, but the point here is that it has almost 4 hours and 30 minutes of content. That's like a whole course only about C#. So I have dived deeply into C# from the basics to advanced features. I also explain concepts such as objects and classes very easily so that you can understand everything what you are doing. And then you can transfer your C# skills to desktop applications. You don't only have to create games with C# skills. And when we are done with that, we will jump into our games. The first one being the Awesome Runner game, which is an infinite 3D runner game where we will learn advanced animations, particle effect systems, creating menus, get to know Unity's UI system, animate those menus, create AI for enemies, much and much more, such as procedural level generation, pooling techniques to optimize our game. This section will blow your mind. After that, we will jump into advanced animations into Unity. We will see how we can animate our 3D characters, how we can implement those animations from our code, how we can control the animations from our code, how we can create transitions to go to one animation and another and have multiple transitions to control the overflow of our characters in our game. So we will learn all of that into our animation section right here. And you also have files for that here. After that, we will move into our puzzle ball, which is also a great game. And here we will learn how to reuse our code. So we will not write code every single time when we need a specific thing, but we will create a general script that will do all things for us. And we will see how we can reuse the code for our purposes to create more levels for our game. So that's only one of the features that we will learn. Of course, we will learn how to move the camera with our mouse and position the camera, rotate it with our mouse, move the ball relative to the camera's position. or actually move the ball relative to the camera's rotation. Now, this is pretty useful, and major games like Hitman, for example, use that feature. So we will learn that also, which is pretty cool. And probably the best game in the course is Awesome Ninja Zombie and Boss Fight Unity 3D game, where we will learn melee battle systems, where we will learn enemy AI, pathfinding, advanced particle systems such as thunders and fireballs and whatnot. We will also have boss fights and see how that goes. So this is an epic game that you must go. You must go and I mean, play the game when you finish it and create it. So yeah. Anyways, we also have the bonus section, which currently is section 7. It will not be section 7 when I add 2 more sections or 3 or 5 sections, how many I add to the course. But definitely the bonus section will be the last section in the course. So you can go here, definitely go here, check it out, because I have commercial free 2D and 3D assets for you to download, and they will be pretty useful to you when you finish this course, because then you can reuse the 3D assets and create your own games. And this is completely free, my gift to you, and you can use it forever for whatever you want. So this was the overview of the course. Here you have the Q&A section tab. Here we'll see all the questions that students have posted. You can answer, give your pledge to the course, help other people out. And it helped me also, because when you answer, that helps me. And you will get to know students like that, maybe form a team, so on and so forth. But it's a really good idea to help out other students. Also, how you can ask these questions is that you can here search for a question or ask for a question. So you can click on ask a new question and then add a title here, describe your problem here, and then click post question and you're good to go. Also, you can ask a question for a specific lecture. If, for example, you are here at this lecture, you can ask a question. So you can click here, browse Q&A, and it will open this on the right side of your window. And here you can either see all the questions that are related to this specific lecture, or you can click on ask new question and ask a question for this specific lecture. Moving forward, we have the bookmarks field tab here, and here you will see your bookmarks. What are bookmarks? Well, let's say you are at, I don't know, this is 3 minutes and 32 seconds of the course, and I say something important that you want to take a note of. So you can click on this add bookmark, and then here you can add a comment. So like this is a comment for this part, so on and so forth, and then you will know what I am explaining here. For example, if I say this is important, please bookmark it, and I do that in this course a lot, then you will bookmark it. For example, here is where the instructor explains about vectors or about this or about that. So this is what this bookmark field is. And announcements, here you will see my announcements. I post usually 2, 3, or 4 announcements per month, depending on how many tutorials, YouTube tutorials I put out, because I also have a YouTube channel where I put out Unity 3D game development tutorials. So pay attention for these also, because they will benefit you and they will help you in your game development career. So in short, this was about the course introduction and what will be covered in the course, so on and so forth. Thank you very much for joining this course. I'm honored to have you as a student, and let's not waste any more time and dive into our course, because I know you are eager to learn everything what is covered here. So good luck, and I will see you in the next lecture.